So it's election season in Japan. Actually, they had an election today, and I think we've changed prime ministers again. I haven't really looked up the details yet. A lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to politics here. It just kind of is happening around you. And the politicians, they send flyers in your mailboxes, but they're not allowed to knock on your door because that's an invasion of privacy. So instead, they sit on the street in their cars and they just scream, "I'm this person. This is who I am. You should know who I am. Thank you. Please vote. Please vote. This is who I am." They go over and over again on that, and you see people in the cars with them, and they're waving at everyone as they go by and just screaming. And sometimes they're on the street, actually just with a megaphone, screaming out their policies. And because I live in a fairly big apartment block, it's a good area where you're reaching a lot of people. So they've done that in front of there before. But the other thing that they do is to let you know who's running in the election. They put up these signs, and this is all the guys who are running in the election. And for a country that is so high-tech on some things of these look very low-tech. I mean, this guy's picture here, that looks like a bad driver's license photo. I guess he's wearing a suit and tie, but it's just not a great photo. This is not high-quality PR work. You can kind of tell who has a lot of money backing their campaign and who doesn't. Versus this guy who has a lot more to say, a lot more backing. But you wonder about the political advisors who say you should choose this photo. I mean, that's it's grainy, low quality. He's got a confused expression on his face. I'm sure he's got much better photos. He's probably better things that represent him. This guy's doing all right here. This guy actually met a year ago, 2 years ago, Mr. Nakayama. He speaks some English. A politician, seemed like a nice guy. Friendly demeanor. Talked to me on the street. Spoke to me in English, even though there's no way I'm going to vote for him. Can't vote for him. There's no real reason for him to talk to me. But he chatted with me, and he was saying, they have to be loud and on the street because that's the only thing they can do to get people to know who they are and to get out there. So he really appreciated people being nice to him about that and understanding that he was invading their time, but that was the only thing he could do, and that's what all politicians do. And I saw him on the street a few weeks ago. I was on my scooter and just stopped at an intersection, and he was out there with a megaphone blasting his views, and cars were honking at him, and people were walking by, and some were taking pamphlets, a lot of them were ignoring him. But a doctor had come by from across the street, and he has unbelievable composure because his doctor was right up in his face. The guy's got the old-fashioned metal reflective mirror over his head, and he's all in his scrubs. It's too cold to be out in his scrubs, but he's out there, and he's just yelling in Nakayama-san's face. "You're being too loud. I'm trying to conduct business here." And he just thanks the man politely. I'm really not sure how I feel about it, but he thanked the man politely and then continued on with his speech. And he just, such composure to not get rattled when someone screams at you. And the guy, it didn't look like he was going to hit him, but he was definitely going to get in his face and be angry and just scream. And right in the microphone, he said, "Thank you for coming out. I appreciate you expressing your views," and just kept on going. But this has started at 9 in the morning some mornings. You can't hear it now, thankfully. It's a nice morning. But 9 in the morning some mornings, they're out there just going down the street blasting, "This is who I am. You should vote for me." I mean, politics here I don't even get involved with, but they baffle me, and sometimes they really do get in my face. But anyways, and also you're not allowed to put your own posters up here. Apparently that's extremely illegal, so you don't ever see any Pokemon pictures or anything. But if you did, I'm sure people might vote for cartoon characters as well. Sometimes it has that feel. These guys have reasonable, if not high quality, reasonable posters. I've seen some that look much more cartoonish in the past. Okay, got to get going. Lots to do today.